Okay, guys, I'm sharing quotes of patient with you today. The first one is Bill Gates. It says, patient is the key element to success. I'm implying that you be patient in this season because it's going to take patience in 2024. You're going to see so much stuff happening. So you're going to need your patience, not only for your business, but for life. Another one of the quotes says, patient is when you aren't supposed to get mad, but you should choose to understand. But your choice is to understand. There's one that I really like. It said, patient is not passively waiting, but patient is active acceptance of the process required to obtain your goals and your dreams. Let's read that again. Patient is not a passive waiting. Patient is active acceptance of the process required to obtain your goals and dreams. That is what patient is. So I'm implying patience for everything this season. I'm implying for you to have patience in everything that you're doing today. With love and patience, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible if we're patient. We're patient with the process. We're patient with the work because sometimes we do the work and we don't see the results. But we have to be patient because we're in a world that is so microwave that we think that when we do something, we should see instant result. But it's not always that easy, especially when you're building certain businesses. It takes time. Patience is a noble virtue, and when rightly exercised, does not fail of its reward, does not fail of its reward. Meaning if you're patient and you're working, it will give you reward. Like it says, patient is not just passively waiting, but it's actively waiting. That means you continue to work while you wait for everything to come together, while you wait for the process to come together. You have to be patient. Patient is waiting, not passively waiting. That is laziness. See, this is another code that is saying that it's not passive. Patient is not passive. It's waiting, but it's not passive. But it keeps going when the going gets hard and slow. That is patience. The two most powerful warriors are patient and time. Patient is waiting, not passively waiting. That is laziness. But to keep going when the going is hard and slow, that is patience. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. We're talking about patience this morning. I don't have a video. I'm just reading quotes and I'm just sharing today. Talking about patience. I've learned that anything in life worth having comes from patience and hard work. All of the quotes are aligning with each other. They're saying you have to be patient, but patient don't mean you sit still. Patient don't mean you be lazy. Patient mean you work. You work while everything comes together. Let me go back one, sorry. Got that one already. Some of them repeat. The more you know yourself, the more patience you have for what you're seeing in others. That is such a great one. I like this one. It said, the more you know about yourself, the more patience you have for what you see in others. Sometimes we can get impatient with people around us, but if we know ourselves, we know more about ourselves, we dive into learning yourself, then you're more patient with people. You're more patient with what is happening around you. You have to be patient with people because sometimes they're not patient with themselves. So they can't be patient with you. So that one is important because if I'm patient with myself, I can be patient with people around me. I can be patient with my process. Chris always says this. He says, our money will only grow to the level of our belief or our knowledge. So when you're patient with learning what works for you, then you will be patient with what will come in, what will come into your environment, including your money. You'll be patient because it takes time to build money. Doesn't happen overnight. See, they've repeated this one so much. I might read it again. Let's read it again. Patient is not passively waiting. Patient is active acceptance of the process required to obtain your goals and dreams. For those that wasn't here when I read that, that one just popped up again. So I'm gonna keep reading them. To lose patient is to lose the battle. We don't want to lose the battle in life. We don't want to lose ourselves. We want to be patient. And for the most part, a lot of time we got to be patient with ourselves. Some of us learn slower. Sometimes we have to repeat stuff. Sometimes we have to go through the test again. Sometimes we have to go through the trials again. And in that note, I'm going to share a scripture with you because even the Bible talks about patience. The fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such there is no law. This is Galatians 5:22-23. This is talking, it is a fruit of the Spirit. That's why it's important to have patience. Just like they said, love, and you have to have patience. You have to have patience to go through all the things that is happening right now. We have to learn patience with our children, patient with our husbands, patient with people on our job, patient with the business building, because that part can really get you. You could be putting in work after work after work in your business or something that you're building outside of work and you don't see the result. The money's not coming in fast enough. The people are canceling on the appointments. All these things are happening, but we have to be patient with it. We have to be patient and continue to do the work because sometimes our impatience will allow us to stop doing the work. And like it says, patient is not passively waiting, it's actively waiting. So while you be patient with what is developing, you continue to do the work because patient will tell you that when you're impatient, it will tell you that I got to jump off this bandwagon. Let me go find something else to make me some money because this is not moving fast enough. But sometimes it takes patience to build. It takes patience to build. And like I said earlier, if we're in this microwave world that we see people popping up making money, but we don't know how long they've been in that process. They don't start showing you anything on their social media until they have the results. You don't know. They might have been in the trench for 20, 30, 15, 10 years. They might have been in the trenches and now they've arrived and now they want to share their glory with you. And you're thinking, they just arrived overnight. No, they've been patiently working and building, and now they want to show you the result. That's the thing about social. We get a clip of people's lives. They don't show us the tough times. Nobody shows their tough times on social. Nobody shows the patience that they had to have to build their business, the patience that they had to get their family to where they are. Nobody shows that part. But that's the part that we have to do in the background. Only those who have patience to do simple things perfectly will achieve the skills to do difficult things easy. Only those who have the patience to do simple things perfectly will acquire the skill to do difficult things easily. That is so true. Patience, the simple things. And then when you get to difficult things, it will become easy because you've had patience doing the things that were simple. He that has patience can have what he will. He that has patience can have what he will. Patience is so important. As I'm reading these quotes, I didn't realize why God dropped this word in my spirit. I'm like, I don't have video to show today, Lord. What am I going to talk about? And he said, patience. Patience is power. Patience is not an absence of action. Rather, it is timing. It's waiting on the right time to act for the right principle in the right way. My God, patience is power. Patience is not an absence of action. Rather, it is timing. It waits on the right time to act for the right principle in the right way. We have to become so patient with what we're doing. And I'm in that season that I have to be patient. I've done so many work and I was like, oh, it's not coming together. But after I did my event this week, I said, this word was not only for who is on the call today, but it's for me because I realized that my patient allowed me to do something great. My work that I've put in has allowed me to be able to get on a platform where people will listen and hear. If you have infinite patience and persistence, success is bound to come. No mistake in that. There's no mistake if you get patient with everything that you're doing. How many man has thrown up his hands at time when a little more effort, more patience would have achieved his goal? Let's read that again. How many man, all of us on here, we might have done this. How many persons, how many men have thrown up their hands at the time when a little more effort, a little more patience would have achieved success? If we will be patient with the work, the process of what we're building and what we're doing, not only in our life, but in our family. I'm a newlywed. I consider myself still a newlywed. I'm 4 years into marriage. And I have to be patient with my husband. I learned that this weekend. I have to so be patient with him. Not only is it his first marriage, it is also he's in a new place. He's from Jamaica and he came. We've been married 4 years, but he just got to the state a year ago. And I realized that I have to be patient with him adapting to a new environment, having me in his space, me being I have to adapt to and I have to be patient because the way guys see stuff is not the way we see stuff. So we have to be patient with our husbands. We have to be patient. And the man, sometimes they're not as patient with us as we are with them. But we have to remind them sometimes to be patient with us. You can call them out on it. Call them out on it. Patient means self-suffering. Oh, patient means self-suffering. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be patient. It's hard to be patient. It might feel like you're suffering just from you being patient. It might feel like, oh, darn it, this is not coming together. This is not happening. What's going on? How long do I have to wait for this? How long do I have to wait for the money to come in, the business to be good? How long I have to wait for my kids to act right? How long, it feels like suffering sometimes, but patience is important for every area of our life. Patience is the fruit of the spirit that grows only under trial. Patience is the fruit of the spirit that grows only under trial. If we don't go through nothing, if we don't get put in a situation where we have to be patient, we'll not know how to be patient. Well, actually, I am encouraging you to pray for patience. But I'll tell you what you'll get: trials. You pray for patience. The Lord, give me patience, and he's going to give you trials to see how patient you are. He's going to send the stuff that will allow you to have to use the fruit of the spirit that is patience. He's going to send everything at you. So when we ask God for stuff, we have to know what's going to come back. It's not so it breaks us down. It's so it teaches us the lesson or the thing that we're asking him for. We're asking him for stuff. We're asking him for patience. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to have to go through some stuff. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. That means if in the long run, patience will make you win. It may feel like it's hurting at the time where you have to be patient, but at the end of it, the fruit is sweet. The success is sweet. At the end of me building a business for the last 4 years, in the next 4 years, I'll look up and I've arrived of where I have been trying to get to. And because I've put patience in place and I have done the stuff, I didn't stop working, but I patiently worked, patiently doing the things. It will be sweet at the end. I promise you, if you're patient, you'll get to the place you need to get to. Patience is something you admire in the drive behind you, but not in the in not in the one ahead. Let's read it again. Patient is something you admire in the drive behind you, but not in the one ahead of you. Mm, mm. Yeah, the drive. What's ahead of you? You have to have patience for what's ahead of you, not just what's behind, but also what's ahead. What's ahead of me? I have to have patience about things that I don't know that's going to happen, that's to come. That's why patience is important. Patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you have in your mind. Mm. Patience is God. Like as I read that, that's what it said. Patience is accepting what God has for you. Patience is accepting what God has for you than the picture you have in your head for yourself. It's such a powerful statement, this quote. And I'll read it again because I have to wrap my head around it. Trust me. Patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in different order than the way you have it in your mind. That patience is actually God working in your life because our dreams and our goals that we have for ourselves, God plays it out another way. He plays it out another way. So we have to be patient. Whew. He that can have patience can have what he will. He that can have patience can have what he will. Patience is so important. It is important. As I'm reading the quotes, they're hitting me too. They're hitting me too. So I'm like, even though I read them through, I'm reading them again and I'm like, wow, okay. Patience is power. Patience is not an absence of action. Rather, it is timing. It's waiting on the right time to act for the right principle and in the right way. My God. It's so powerful to be patient. And so many people are not patient in this season. We see so much stuff going on, not only in our own lives and in our family life, but on the news, on the media, everything. We don't exercise this fruit of the spirit as much as we should. We're not as patient as we should. Sometimes we jump ahead of God. We jump ahead of things that we need to be more patient with. We just need to be patient. It is so important to be patient. It's a lesson that you continue to learn it. You're never too old to gain some more patience. Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy. All things are difficult. They keep saying how difficult it is to be patient, but it is important to be patient. Patient is not passive. Everybody's saying it's not passive. Patient is active. You got to be actively patient, but actually actively being patient. It's something that you got to exercise. On the on the contrary, it consists of strength. It is your strength. It is your strength to be patient. Patient and timing are more than strength or passive. Patient and time is more than strength and passive. And I'll stop there. We have to be patient. We have to be patient, and um, we got to continue to do the work while we're patient. We have to continue to put in to ourselves while we're being patient. We have to continue to pour into people while we're being patient with where we're going and what we're doing. I hope this was able to help you this morning. I hope somebody got something from one of these quotes I read. If you came in late, I am sharing these quotes because I had no video to share. My sound on my computer went out, but I'm encouraging you to be patient. 2024, please be patient with everything that you're doing in your life, everything that you're endeavoring to do. Be patient, but be actively patient. Be patient while things are going on. So I love y'all today. I want you to win. I want y'all to win. have a productive and patient day today. Let's say it that way. Have a productive and patient day. Be patient. Be patient today. Love you all. See you next time.